there, everyone. It's Anthony, back with another video here on Single and Placing. Hi. Hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight. All of the things that are good. Today, we're out here for just a little walk and chat, a little stroll and chat. Might be another shorter one. Yeah. I was considering going to karaoke tonight. But if I don't do that, then I might just go home and try to get some dinner done and stuff, so this won't be like a multi-hour situation. But I am here, I'm alive, doing well. It's only been a few days, a couple days since my last vlog, which I need to finish editing tonight. I got done with all of it except for like the last 10 minutes, and then I put it away. So I need to get that done, and I'll try to get that up tonight, or at least set it to start uploading. But yeah, today is Wednesday, the 18th. Yes, haha, got it right. Wednesday the 18th. So it's just a couple days post staycation, and we're doing good. Actually was able to get caught up with work pretty quickly. It only took me about half of my first day back to get all up to speed on everything, and nothing, caught on fire. It wasn't crazy, so that was nice. Hold on. So yeah, it only took me half a day to get caught up, and then today I was just working, and there's a couple projects that, well, it's that same project that I've been talking about before, but now we're doing kind of the final pieces of it. So I needed to schedule a meeting for that, and just some other odds and ends, but other than that, it's pretty smooth sailing, which is nice. Nice little wrap up to the summer, not to be pulling my hair out by any means, so that's good. Paulo's doing good. He got a good thorough brushing yesterday. He had I think he's starting his fall blowout, and so he had a lot of undercoat and stuff that I had to brush out of him, but he's looking a lot more smooth and svelte now, which is good. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Come on, let's go. Let's keep moving. But yeah, I've been off work for about an hour, and right after work I was like, it's cuddle time. I don't know, I need cuddles from you. Come on. So we went down the couch. I was listening to a podcast, and then he come on. And then he jumped up on top of me, and we were just cuddling on the couch. It was like, at some point we should go for a walk. So went for a walk, or that's what we're doing right now, going for a walk, and yeah, he's doing good. I took him to the pet store yesterday or the day before. Took him to the pet store, and I put him on. They have a scale there. I put him on the scale, and he's usually right around 76 to 78 pounds, and he's up to 82. So he's getting a little chunky, but I think that's a good thing. We got a potty break. Hold on. So yeah, he's put on a couple pounds over the summer, which isn't a bad thing. He still looks and feels pretty lean, and so I don't mind. He is getting a little bit more food than he normally does. I have him on the Simple Food Project food, and he's been on that for, I'd say, a couple months now, at least. But their feeding recommendations suggest that he should only get 2.5 cups-ish per day, but their range is like 70 to 90 pounds or something like that for that size, I think. for that amount. And he just was acting a lot more, um, he likes to scoop up crumbs, and he was just acting like he was starving more than he used to. So I bumped him up to 3 cups a day, and he seems to be doing better with that. And he might even be, just with his activity level, closer to their like 90-pound weight thing, which is like 3.5-ish cups per day. So we'll see how he does with this, and if he needs it, I might bump him up slightly more, but I think he's okay with it right now. So, and then completely switching topics, my eyes are burning because I switched to a new stick sunscreen to put around my eyes, and it likes to slip and slide and migrate right to my eyeballs. I just put it on right before he walked out. Ugh. I got that on clearance when I was in Ohio. I think I'm just gonna throw it away because I think I got it for like $3, but it feels really nice going on, nice and lightweight, but it gets right into the old eyeballs. Ugh. But anyway, so yeah, Apollo's doing good. He's about due for a vet checkup, just a general health checkup, I think next month. So I got to get that scheduled, so hopefully he's doing good. He needs to get his nails clipped, so I'll probably take him to do that on Friday, or maybe I'll have to push it out to next week. There are some soft plans for us to go camping this weekend, but it hasn't been confirmed. But if it is something that we're doing, we'll probably leave on Friday after work. So might have to wait to get his nails trimmed, or maybe I can do it on my lunch break or something. Bop him over to get his nails trimmed. I usually do that more frequently than I wash him, just because I know it's more comfortable for the puppers when their nails are not hitting and clicking and bending their little toes back. I went and visited what my old roommate / some friends, and they have a Weimaraner, which he's a very cuddly dog towards humans, but he's incredibly aggressive towards other dogs. So him and Apollo have only met once, and that's when that Weimaraner had a muzzle on, and even then it was not great. So yeah, just not a dog's dog, but a human's dog. But anyway, I bring that up because, I never comment on like, hey, you should really do this with your dog, but they don't ever clip his nails. And so his nails are crazy long, and he goes on walks and stuff, so the cement does help grind them down a little bit, but their house is just laminated wood flooring, and his poor little toe beans are all pushed up, and one of his little paw toes was kind of twisted because the nail's pushing so much that it's kind of off to the side. I'm like, and it's been like that since I lived with them. They never clipped his nails, and I wanted to be like, now that I'm a dog owner, you can't have your poor little dog with 1.5 inch long toenails, and his little toes are all crooked and stuff because he can't lay them like flat on the ground. It's kind of a bummer, but he's getting up there. I think he's 12. That sunscreen sucks. Yeah, he's about 12 now, and they're expecting their second kiddo. So when I was over there, they were like, we have a couple people that said that they might be willing to do it, but would you be able to come watch him when we're in the hospital for a couple days? And I was like, yeah, of course. So that's any day now. That's supposed to be happening, but I can't bring Apollo because that dog is a little attack dog. So I'll have to come hang out with Apollo during the day and then go stay with the other pup at night, I guess. Hold on. Hi. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out, because I'll have to at least go over and sleep there, because that pupper is a very needy, anxious dog. They left him for half a day, I think, to go, and maybe it was a full day. Anyway, they left him, and he's done this several times before, but he's clawed holes through the drywall, like literal, like giant holes, so you can see the studs and everything, just out of nervousness. We'll just nervously dig a hole through the drywall all over the house. So you can't leave him for longer than, like, 8 hours or whatever, without him destroying something. When he was younger, they used to put him in the bathroom instead of a kennel, and he ate through. They used plastic water pipes for the toilet, like you do. But he chewed through the water pipe and flooded the house one time because he was nervous and anxious. So anything, I don't know why he picks what he picks, but he destroys houses if you don't give him tons of attention. What is it? You seem very invested in that. What is it? Okay, let's go. Let's go, crazy boy. Come on. Let's go. Hop up. Good boy. Good boy. Go, go, go. Okay, next one. Next one. Hup. Hup. Good boy. So yeah. But I have roommates, luckily, that will be around to kiss and hug on Apollo that he can sleep with for a couple nights. Whereas they don't have anybody as a backup. So yeah. And then I agreed to watch Dune, which is Dom and Brandon's dog, for almost a month for Christmas. But Dune and Apollo get along super well, and they play together so good, so that'll be a nice little change. I need to tell Joe. They don't live too far. They live about the same distance as I do from Alex's here in Golden, so like less than 5 minutes. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Good boy. So yeah, less than 5 minutes from here, and they were like, you can come stay here and bring Apollo, or if you want to take Dune to your place, or a combo of both, whatever makes the most sense for you. And I was like, I'll probably just do a combo. Couple nights there, a couple nights at home. That way I'm not completely bombarding my roommates with an extra dog, because they'll have an empty house. So yeah, so maybe I'll end up spending more time over there. Let's go. Let's go, Sniffy. Let's go, Sniffy boy. You really want to be Nancy Drew today, huh? Yeah, you really want to be Nancy Drew. So yeah, that'll be fun to have two boys romping around. We'll probably go on a couple hikes. We'll probably do some dog park stuff. We're just gonna have a blast, but that's still a few months off. So yeah. What are you investigating? When he really gets into his sniffs, his nose starts dripping because he's just like sniffing so hard. It's kind of cute. What are you doing? So yeah, that's what's going on here. Work's going good, life's going good. Just potential camping plans this weekend, but that's really all I have on the docket until Thanksgiving, really. As far as time off and stuff, and then I'll take some time off for Christmas. But yeah, other than that, just living life. I did a live stream on Monday, late afternoon, because I wanted to see if my camera could do live streaming, my chest camera that you're watching on right now. And it did work. I just randomly had the idea in my head. I was like, wonder if it does live streaming. And so I looked up the looked it up on YouTube, and lo and behold, I was able to do it. I was like, that's really cool, because when I go on hikes around town, like when we go up on South Table in areas that I have internet service, I should be able to stream the hike. And so I was like, let me just see if it'll actually work. So we just went on a walk, and I turned it on, and boom, 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 it worked. So I did a live stream, the first time I've done one in a long time. I think the last one I did was last year at some point, I think. I don't even remember when. It might have been for the end of Summer with the Masters last year. I don't know. But it was fun. Oh, this guy's looking like, hey, I don't want you to come over here with your dog. You want to turn around? Let's go the other way. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We just walked around town, and I responded to some comments and chatted with people in the chat and just did the whole thing. And yeah, that was really nice. The battery when I got home was at about 15%. So it'll last a little over an hour per stream, which is kind of perfect. And then the only downside is I have to start and end the stream from my computer. There's no way to start it from my phone. I don't know why YouTube Studio didn't have that option, but I have to start it from my laptop. So I've got to start it, go and do my thing, and then finish it from home. So that was one thing, is after I had said goodbye to everyone, I still had about another half-hour walk till I got home. So it just said streaming has stopped, or streaming has stopped, but it was still doing the live on YouTube for about half an hour before I got back to the computer and turned it off. Luckily, YouTube seems to have realized when the camera stopped filming and automatically cut it back to when the camera was turned off. So it cut that half hour off in the replay, but I think those that were in the live could have just sat there with a blank screen saying the camera has been disconnected, essentially. So I need to figure that out, or time it just right, that it's exactly about an hour between when I leave the house and when I come back. So I'll have to just time it next time. But that went really well. I plan on doing them more. I might even do one, who knows, maybe tomorrow. And then I can bring you guys along while I'm hiking with friends and stuff even, which will be kind of cool. He is so sniffy today. You are so sniffy today. What is it? What is it? Oh, well, the sniffs get out energy too. Okay, I'd like to move. I'd like to move forward now. I'd like to keep moving. Thank you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hup. Good boy. Are you in your sniffs? So yeah, it's been pretty, I mean, I don't have a lot to update everyone on. It's been a pretty lackluster week so far, but I thought I'd film a little something, just to share kind of what's going on so far this week. Yeah, as far as diamond painting goes, as far as filming goes, like I said, I've got one vlog at the time of filming this that needs to go up that I'm halfway done editing. It's a shorter one that I did, I believe, on Sunday. Yeah, so it's a shorter one. It's only about an hour. And then I have this. That's really it. The next video for A Question of Reality will be going up when I'm done with the kit. It's going to be my finish and review. I'm on track to finish it in the next 12 days, ideally. So fingers crossed that remains true, but if I go late, then I'll just post that last video late, because I don't have any other videos to do in place of that. That was always the plan for the final week. So that's what'll be going on there. And then as far as the Mookamania event goes, the kickoff video will be, or the announcement video will be going up the first week of October. And then those videos will start in November. And other than that, I have no real filming plans for like, planned things or like specific ideas. So it'll just be vlogs and hanging out kind of stuff with me and Apollo. So yeah, that's really all I have going on. Probably do some more responding to comment videos, try to get caught up from all the ones that are sitting around from the past couple months. So try to get through those. And really that's about it. I do have an idea for something else I wanted to do in October. I just don't know if it'll actually come together. So I'm not going to talk too much about it, but there's something else in the works potentially. Not another parody video. So yeah, we'll see. Oop, good boy. But yeah, as far as diamond painting goes, exact same place we were last time I talked about it. Kitted Up Not Started, Inner Garden by Yume Art and Diamond Art Club, Cresting by Iterations Crafts and the Creativity Squirrel. And then whips, I've got A Garden of Earthly Delights, No Progress, Medi, No Progress, Phases, No Progress, Custom of Apollo, No Progress, and then A Question of Reality, Some Progress. I am officially on my final row, and I'm just about done with my second section on my final row. So I'd say we'll just say 90. I'm 90% done, we'll just say that, maybe a little bit more. So that's why I'm feeling a little bit more confident about my progress there, but who knows, life might kick in and something else happens and I end up having to push it off, so we'll see. If we go camping this weekend, that'll cut into some time, but I'd like to get that done by the end of the month. Tonight, instead of work, well, I just have a little bit of that second section to finish. I have, what I've been doing for a little bit on this project is doing all of my regular drills and then doing my ABs last, because I just don't like working with, oh my gosh, that dog scares me every time. I don't like working with square ABs. That's just the straight up truth. They're a pain. They like to squeeze and stick together, so you really have to shove them down in their little spot. They like to stay stuck to my putty and my multi-placer. Sometimes they rip out the putty in my single placer. I do not like square ABs. I'd rather use a crystal or something else. They look pretty, but I don't like working with them. Certain colors are better than others. Like there's a light blue AB in this kit that isn't as bad, but the white AB and the red AB and the yellow AB are just, they always give me trouble. So I've been putting them off till the very end of each section and then just doing all my ABs just so I can, hunker down and just crank through them. So I have the ABs left to do on the second section, and then once that's done, I'll probably take a little break tonight and switch over to phases, because I don't have the same problem with round ABs. They tend to stick to the canvas a lot better. I don't have to like crunch them up against each other. They usually don't get as stuck in my putty and stuff. And that kit also has some specialty drills, and I'm feeling like I'm in the mood for some specialty drills. So I'll probably do phases tonight, get a section or two done on that because it moves a lot faster. And then tomorrow, if I have time, depending on plans, I'll get back to A Question of Reality, but it's going good. It's one of those kits, I mentioned it probably a few vlogs ago. It's not a project that I am like obsessed with working on, in the sense that the best way for me to make progress on this project is just to zone out and not think about what I'm doing and just kind of listen to YouTube or an audiobook or a podcast and just focus on that and zone out and just do the work, you know? Whereas other projects where I really love the artwork and stuff, I'm like actively thinking about the artwork or the process or the artist and stuff as I'm working on it. I'm like, oh, we're about to reveal this thing, or this piece is coming up, and oh, this color is really nice, like, or this little detail. I don't feel that way about A Question of Reality. And if I do start focusing on it, I start to feel a little burnt out by it because it is very detailed and there's tons of color changes, and yeah, I just am not as, I love the artwork. No. I love the artwork for the artwork's sake. I love the artwork A Question of Reality by Christopher Lavelle. Diamond painting it is a feat for sure. And Mia did such a good job getting it done, and everybody else that's participating. Thank you so much for being willing to go on this adventure with me and take on this project with me, because I'm finding it to be quite daunting, and I'm the one that picked it. I'm almost done, but oh, it is a push to the finish for me, for sure. Like, obviously I would never give up on it or anything like that. It's one of those projects that typically I would do like half a section and then come back to it a few days later, do another half section, come back a week later, do a section, kind of like I did with Senorita and some other of my large squares. But I have this pressure on myself, like I don't have that freedom because I'm trying to get this done in a specific amount of time. So I feel more, I don't know, I'm like, Apollo, you're getting squirrely. You're getting squirrely today. What's going on? You went on a really long walk yesterday. He's acting up. Come on, hop up. Stay, oh, come on, get up there. Come on. Finish it up. Good boy. Is your little knee okay? Yeah, he's acting wild. He doesn't have his focus today. Usually when he jumps on ledges, he stays right on the ledge and does not go into people's yards. I trained him not to do that. So no matter how narrow the ledge is, he'll usually stay right on the ledge. And now he's going up into people's yards, and then he just tried to launch up on one that's relatively short for him, and he didn't make it. He's got other things on his mind today. I wonder what's going on in that head. Are you thinking about chasing bunnies? Or about TREATSs? Or cuddles? So, yeah, well, we didn't go up on the little rock thing and his normal climbing stuff because there was kids over there. So maybe it's because he didn't get his warm up. He's not as limber. Do you need to stretch? Okay, let's come over here. Let's get you somewhere where you can focus. Come here. Excuse me. Stretch. Apollo. Stretch. Oh, good boy. Okay, let's try again. So yeah, but it's moving. I'm really liking how it looks when a section is done. I'm like, whoa, cool. Like the galaxy looks so cool, but it's the working on it that I've just been like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I signed everyone up to do this. But it's fine. All right. Course correction. Sorry, buddy. You're too squirrely today. So yeah, it's been quite daunting, but we're getting there. 90% is pretty good. And I have 12 days left. So I can't believe I started on that almost a month early. So it's taken me 3.5 or 2.5 months to get to 90%. But yeah, it's going good. And then once that's done, then I will most likely transition to, I'm going to transition to my Custom of Apollo. Somebody, I forget who commented. I'm not sure if they commented on a previous video. If so, we'll eventually get to this comment, or if they wrote me directly on Instagram. But they were like, I'm surprised you dropped your Custom of Apollo. And I didn't abandon it completely. It was mainly just because I needed to get event stuff done. I think I did Gizmonda instead for the Jaded Jamboree. I was working on that and my Custom of Apollo at the same time, and then I ended up focusing on Gizmonda. And then Summer with the Masters started, and we all know that the issues I was having with my Distracted by Diamonds kits there. And then I had my little break, and I picked at it a fair amount. And then here we are. So other projects have gotten in the way when it comes to squares. And so I do want to get it done. It's about 40% done. So I need to get that done. So I'll probably start working on that. And that'll be my square project until it's either done or until I start Wizard Spell in January. So that'll be the plan. I was really hoping to get cresting worked in, but maybe I'll pick at it here and there, pick on cresting so I can talk about it and talk about how I'm liking the product. Hop up. But yeah, that Custom of Apollo just needs to get done. It's like the longest sitting whip I currently have, so it needs to get done. I started that all the way back in May, I think, April or May, so it needs to get done. But yeah, Question of Reality is just, like I said, 2.5 months at this point of it being my only square, and I'm ready for something new. So, Apollo, what's going on? Talk to me. What's going on? You're focusing on things you don't normally focus on. You're not landing your vaults. What's happening? What's happening? You have an off day? That's okay. But yeah, that's about everything. As far as, so A Question of Reality done, then Custom of Apollo done, then cresting, and then Inner Garden. That is the plan for the upcoming 4 square drill canvases that I have. For round drill, phases, most likely, done. Medi, done. And then I'll get to pick something new. Because that'll be all my everything kitted up and everything that's a whip. So if I think about my stash and my round drill canvases, that'll most likely put me into next year, early next year. I don't know. I don't know. Every time I bring this topic up with you all or with myself about which new round drill I should do, I always pick something different. Like, it's really just whatever pops in my head, but I'd love to do Pride. That would be really nice. I'd love to do Tree of Life by Gustav Klimt, that giant round drill that I got from Jaded Gem Shop. And then maybe next year would just be the entire year, other than Wizard Spell, the entire year would just be Garden of Earthly Delights and the Tree of Life, because those are 2 massive confetti heavy kits from Jade. But I know if I tried to commit to just doing 2 kits for the entire year, that I'd get very bored and be like, I need a color blocking something from Diamond Art Club, or I need a little something from a diamond painting shop. So I'm not going to commit to that, because I'd quickly add a new whip into the rotation. But that is one that I'd like to see done. Pretty much all of those Jaded Gem Shop old masters that I bought, I'd like to get done. What's wild to me is those seem like so fresh in my stash, those old masters that I got from Jade for the Jaded Jamboree. And that, I think we launched those in April. So we've got October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Like next month will already be halfway, 6 months after I got those. And it seems like I just got those like, yes, a couple weeks ago, you know? And I've only gotten, I don't think I've gotten any of them done. I haven't even started on any of those. So it's just like, my stash. Apollo, I think rather than going downtown, we're just gonna cut across and head back home. I know this was a short walk. I'll take you again tonight, but my eyes are burning. I'm wearing what I just put on today for doing Zoom calls, which was full pants and a long sleeve shirt because it was a little cooler in the house today. But now I've got the sun on me and I'm feeling a little sweaty. My eyes are burning, so I think we're gonna go to the house, get some dinner done. I'll feed you, and then we'll come out before it's bedtime and go for another stroll. But yeah, you might see more vlogs like this that are just like shorter ones, because honestly, like, life's going good. There's nothing crazy happening. I really am not making a ton of progress on a bunch of kits. I'm just focused on A Question of Reality right now, and phases when I get burnt out. But I don't have a ton going on there. I haven't been buying anything. So I'm a pretty pathetic, sad, nothing going on content creator right now. There's just nothing major going on in life, which is a good thing. I should be happy that I don't have like, hey, chaos to talk about, you know. It's pretty smooth sailing. But yeah, maybe I should start picking a specific topic to discuss. That way I can ramble on and on about something I'm interested in, but I didn't pre-plan that. I'll be honest, like, I'd say about 95% of the content that I'm consuming right now is election related. So that also will kind of tamp down the stuff that I have to talk about, because that's where my head's at. But I don't really want to dive into a ton of it. So just know that it's on my mind. And I haven't done any additional phone banking, but I need to. Let's go. Come on, crazy boy. But yeah, we've just been living our lives and hanging out with friends. I've been watching a show with my buddy Joe, roommate Joe, called Peep Show. And it's a British comedy series from like 2005 to like 2013 or 15 or something like that. But it's like really awful in terms of like the characters are just like horrible people. But it is really funny. And it's on Amazon Prime. And I've seen it before when I've gone over to his house and he's been watching it. But I've never sat down and watched like episode after episode, you know? And so we've been watching it. I came in, he started rewatching it right around when I moved in. And I didn't start actively sitting down with him because it never seemed like a show that would interest me. But I sat down with him right around season 6 or 7. And actually have been watching a few episodes at a time with him. And so we're up to season 9 now, which I believe is the last season. So we're gonna finish it, and then I'll probably go back and start from the beginning and go from there. But it's very dry, crass humor. And I like it. There's some parts that really make me chuckle, and other parts I'm like, oh boy. But yeah, it's pretty good. So we've been watching that, and then I've had a list of movies that I wanted to watch with Joe for the longest time, way before I moved in with him. And so we've been trying to tackle one of those every so often. So we just watched Death Becomes Her from 1992, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I love that movie. Me and my mom used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. Death Becomes Her. It's got Goldie Hawn, Bruce Willis, and Meryl Streep, I believe. And it's just campy, dark comedy at its best. It's great. The CGI is terrible. It's fantastic. I love it. Makes me chuckle. It's a fun movie. So we just watched that a couple nights ago. Apollo, okay, we're done. Come on. Enough. Usually, so that walk is about a mile one way, a mile back. So we're only doing 2 today, which is way under our normal. But like I said, we'll do another walk tonight. But that's really good. There's another movie from 1992. That must have been my year for memorable movies. That's on our list, and that's Like Water for Chocolate. I think it's a Mexican film. It's based off of a book, I believe. And so it's all in subtitle. And that was another movie that me and my mom used to watch when I was a kid. And I remember her really liking it. I mean, when I was a kid, I could take it or leave it. I just remember her really liking it and it generally being considered a really good movie. But we watched the preview for it yesterday, and there is a lot of nudity in that. I forgot that it's a romance plot line, and there is a lot of nudity in that. I'm like, my mom let me watch this on multiple occasions. But I just remember it being really, like I said, when I was a kid, I think I liked it generally. I'd sit and watch it while I was like playing with something or whatever. But it wasn't like, oh, my favorite kids movie. I just remember her adoring it and my aunt really liking it. And I think it got really good ratings. So we're going to try to watch that. We might even watch that tonight. And then just a couple others. 90s movies, Dante's Peak. He's never seen that. And I was like, are you insane? That's like a classic. So we've got Dante's Peak on the list. It's just like all the movies that when I was a kid, when we'd rent them, we'd watch them like 2 or 3 times before we had to return the rental, you know. Dante's Peak, Like Water for Chocolate, Death Becomes Her. There's a few of them that were just really good. So yeah, that's my life. And I hope you're doing well. And as always, make sure to leave in the comments how things are going for you. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting time in the world right now. Just a lot of things to keep your eyes and ears open for, and and just, you know, voting's coming right around the corner. I hope everyone's registered. And if you are not sure if you are or not, I will put the link in the description of this video so you can go and check on your voter registration status. Make sure that's all taken care of, and make sure you have a plan to vote. Either on November 5th, or if your particular state does early voting. Colorado does all mail ballots. However, you can still vote in person on the 5th of November if you, for whatever reason, that makes more sense for you. So just know what your options are. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure it's scheduled so you're not forgetting. Tell your employer that you need the time to go do it. Or, you know, make sure that the kids have something situated so you can go do it, or at least go pop in your mail-in ballot in the ballot box, all of that stuff. Think ahead. You know, it seems 7 weeks is a long time. It's not. It'll hit you before you know it. Then you're like, oh crap, did I? Just get it done early. That way you don't have to worry about it. It's not lingering over your head. And when you're motivated to do it, do it. Don't let that motivation fade. And I mentioned this on Instagram and on my personal Facebook, which, is not really diamond painting related. But on my diamond painting Instagram, if you need some help financially and you don't have reliable transportation or whatever, you need help getting either to the ballot box to drop off your mail, your paper mail and ballot, you need to go drop it off. Or if you need help on election day getting to a voting location, send me a message on Instagram, send me an email if that works better for you, and I will do everything in my financial power to cover the cost of an Uber or a Lyft to get you to and from. So even if it's driving you downtown or to your nearest ballot box so you can jump out of the Uber, throw that envelope, throw that ballot in the box, and then get driven home, I will do my best to help as many people as I can. If you need a ride from your place of work, on November 5th to a voting site, so you can go in and vote, and then you need another Uber or Lyft from there back to work or back home, whatever it is, I will do everything I can with my financial means. So last time, is that I don't think I did it 4 years ago. I certainly did it 8 years ago. And not a lot of people took me up on it. I think only like 1 or 2 people took me up on it. This was before I had my channel. But if you need that kind of help, I'll do my best, first come, first serve, to get you there and back. There's plenty of resources to figure out where your closest locations are, all that stuff. All I would have to do is know the location of where you're at, your house, your work address, and then I can even look it up for you, the closest, place, and just book it on my app and have them go get you and take you home. So if you need that help, it's better to ask for it than to not vote. It's better to ask for the help I don't care. If it's like, oh, it's going to be $30 there and back, Anthony, if I can manage it, I will get you there because it's that important. But luckily here in Colorado, it's all they'll mail your ballot, and then you either postmark it and mail it back, or we have boxes pretty much in every town. Here in Golden, it's downtown by the library. So last time I just walked over there, or I think I drove because I wasn't living here was I? Yeah, I was living here in Golden at the time at my old place before I moved to where I was living when I started this channel. So we probably drove still. But yeah, I just walked up, popped it in there, and off I went. It's just the best way. It's the best way to make sure your vote is counted. Then, people can start seeing the numbers come in, and it's much more, it's easier on the heart and on the mind to start to see those results come in immediately on the 5th, because they've counted all of those drop-off ballots, or a good majority of them, so there's a whole bunch of numbers already on the board, and it's just takes some tension off of that day if you're able to just get it done early. It really does, for everybody. So for your sake and my sake, vote early if you're able to in your state and just get it done. But if you need help, even if it's early voting, let's say in 2 weeks, early voting kicks off for you in your state, and you're thinking, oh, I should get this done, but then I'd have to figure out the bus, or I'd have to call somebody, or have to figure it out on my lunch break. If you need that help, message me. and I will book an Uber or Lyft, get you where you need to be, bit bam boom, and then you don't have to think about it. So, yeah. All right, well, we're coming up on the house, but yeah, that's everything. That's what you can tell. What I talked about most is what's on my mind. It's probably going to be like that until November, but it's important. Let's see. Are we good to cross? Yes, we are. See, you calm down there a little bit. You just need to get some energy out, huh? Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna figure out dinner, see if Joe wants to watch a movie. If not, I'll probably shower, put my jammies on, get some skincare going, and finish up my ABs on A Question of Reality, and then switch over to Phases, and then go to bed. Tomorrow's an in-office day, so I've got to get up a little bit earlier to make sure I can get him for a walk before I have to head out the door. But yeah. All right, well, you know the drill. Don't be scared. You know the drill. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. If you have friends or family that might need help, ask them if they do. And this isn't just a members, subscribers, or viewers only call to action. This is anybody that you think might need some help. Like I said, I don't have unlimited funds, but I'll do what I can. But yeah, otherwise, happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye. 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 Come say goodbye. Hello? Hello? What's on your mind? Come here. Okay, that was very half-hearted, but I'll take it. All right, bye.